The Election Commission today strongly disapproved of Oil Minister Veerappa Moily's announcement of raising subsidized LPG quotas ahead of the Gujarat polls. They've asked him to be careful in the future. The EC says the announcement yesterday was a clear violation of the Model Code of Conduct and has let him off with a warning. The Commission has already wrapped the government for the direct cash transfer scheme, and the Congress today said it's now become impossible to implement any policy since so many elections are coming up.
You can't raise the cap on cheap LPG cylinders now. Stop direct cash transfer scheme in poll-bound Gujarat. Salman Khurshid's announcement in Uttar Pradesh on quotas for minorities violates the poll code. Just some of the recent diktats by the Election Commission that many believe hinder government work, aggravating the policy paralysis. Something that works less for the government in power and more for the opposition.
Suppose we come to a scenario where over 2 years there are elections every 3 months. Should nothing happen in 2 months?
You have seen the case of LPG, how they announced it. Before that cash transfer. In spite of a repeated reprimand, you use your governmental powers to somehow influence the elections. That is not fair.
The code that prohibits any policy announcements from the day the date of counting is announced is sometimes in force for up to 2 months when polls are staggered, as they are in most cases. When several states go to the polls, as they will next year, this lockdown period could last much longer. But the Election Commission feels the code is necessary to ensure elections are free from influences that could sway voters.
Interestingly, the poll code was initially formulated by the political parties in the 1960s in Kerala. Then it was used in other states, and in the late 1970s, the Commission formulated the poll code accepted by political parties. But now, same political parties find the poll code tough to follow.
The media too faces restrictions which many feel get in the way of reporting a big event like the elections. Media houses can't show or publish exit polls until after all phases of the election are over. Also, no interviews or shows on candidates in the 48 hours before voting. With Arunachalam Vaidyanathan, Amitabh Revi, NDTV.
And so we're asking whether it's time to revamp the Model Code of Conduct. Is it still a code of conduct that is valid, or is it something that should continue? Mr. N. Gopalaswamy, formerly with the Election Commission, joins us first tonight from Chennai. Mr. Gopalaswamy, today the Congress says, what are you going to do with so many elections coming up in the next year or so? You have as many as 10 states that are going to be voting. How is it possible for any work to be done if this Model Code is going to be in force every time?
I think the whole approach is wrong. Of course, you can have a simple answer to that, saying that, well, synchronize all elections. Synchronize all elections to Lok Sabha and to the Assembly poll and get rid of this particular problem if you think it is a problem. And I don't think this really is a problem. The period is short. During this period, you're not expected to make any announcement, but before or after the period, all time is with you. Why should every time you make an announcement just when the elections are around and then say that the Election Commission is hampering your work?
But is there any evidence to really suggest, and I ask you this, you're much more experienced than I am obviously in this field, that these kind of policy announcements affect voters and their voting patterns?
Well, it is a question of perception. It's not, I mean, you can't go to the ground and prove one point against the other. That's not the way. Why was the Model Code at all framed by the political parties themselves? It's precisely because of perception. A perception that government of the day has the powers to make policy, and that policy can influence the voters. Can. Whether it does is something which one needs to find out. But that really is not the issue. It's the perception of the people at large and the other political parties, the opposition especially, those who are not in power, who will perceive an announcement made by the government in power to as likely to influence the voters. And that is where that's the main ground of action.
Although, as you said, there is no evidence to suggest that it actually does influence voters, and Mr. KTS Tulsi, a senior lawyer, is with us as well.
Nobody has gone around gathering evidence.
Well,
nobody has gone around gathering evidence, and I suppose if you start doing it, maybe you can prove a point.
India's #1 news app just got even better. Download NDTV's new app, fully optimized for retina display, full screen view, faster response time, and Sudoku. NDTV's new iPad app. Download now.